And welcome back to the 128KB podcast. We are back once again.
Due to lack of popular demand.
Yes, and that demand is so lacking that it's Friday. We can finally celebrate that it's Friday.
Yes.
Almost as good as Ubisoft releasing that remake to Prince of Persia. I'm so excited, Andy. God, I can't wait for that game.
I've got so much to say about
that. This is your weekly dose of all things gaming, where we sit back, relax, and kind of put the gaming world to rights one story at a time. We typically focus about handheld gaming, but obviously we cover the wider gaming world as well, because it affects us all, and it's exciting and disappointing in equal measure.
Yeah, indeed.
Normally I'll ask, like, how's your week in gaming been? But there's been a huge excitement from last night when we saw the Xbox Developer Direct.
Oh, yeah.
And also mixed in with this huge disappointment, which is the first thing I want to talk about, from Ubisoft.
Yeah.
Ubisoft were doing what Ubisoft do best, which seems to be to like self-destruct, implode on themselves constantly.
I feel like Ubisoft has had such a checkered past. Do you know what I mean? Like, back in the day, they were good. And then and I just say good. They weren't great. They were good, you know? And then they slowly started going downhill. And then they really quickly started snowballing downhill until they burned on the like floor. And then they started slowly climbing back and clawing back up, and they were doing little things. I was like, are they actually like being good now? Like, you know,
I think we even said that in a podcast. Like, are Ubisoft good now?
Yeah, like and like the Kings of the Switch 2 ports and stuff. You know, like even with Star Wars Outlaws, everyone hated it at launch. I liked it. I'm sorry, I did. And then they did loads of updates and made it better for everybody else. It's cool. I still like the game and stuff. And then they obviously ported it to Switch 2. Did an incredible job. So I was like, wow, they're actually trying here, not releasing like half-baked stuff. You know, like with that Switch port. And then they did the whole Assassin's Creed Shadows. I haven't played it, but judging by other people's opinions, it looked like it was favourable. And then they did the Switch 2 port. Again, another miracle port. Looked really cool. And I was like, oh man, they're like on form here. I'm a massive Prince of Persia fan. I always have been, even before Sands of Time, with like the 2D platformers like from the like 90s. You know, I enjoyed those. So when they did The Lost Crown like a few years ago, it blew my mind. I love that game. It's one of my favourite Metroidvanias ever. Like, it is incredible. Then they did the Rogue of Prince of Persia. Like, let's just forget about that one. And then, and then obviously we had the Sands of Time remake that we've been hearing about for like, what, 5-6 years? Like,
they've been teasing it for ages.
Yeah. It's been a long time, so I've been really hyped. It got delayed and stuff, and then they were like, "Yeah, we're still working on it." Then they go quiet, and then they come back up, like, "Yeah, we're going to work on it." And then they turn around and go, "You know that Lost Crown game that everyone loved? Oh yeah, we disbanded that team, so screw that. You'll never get another one of those." It was like, like what's going on there?
But the rubbish Rogue one, you're going to keep that, yeah?
Yeah, let's just keep pushing that one. I mean, it's a fine game. It's just it pales in comparison to Lost
If it was
Crown.
on its own, if it stood out there on its own, you'd be like, oh, it's quite cool. It's kind of, it's a 2D kind of roguelite-y, and it's kind of, it's cool. It's got a cartoon style, and it's different. Yeah, they were the wrong way around. If they then released Lost Crown, you'd be like, oh, mate, they are really doing stuff.
Yeah. I'm not a roguelite fan. Like, Metroidvania, yes. So, like, Lost Crown absolutely ticked all the boxes for me. It was so fast-paced. Combat was amazing. Like, the story was really good. The art style was incredible. The game length was great. Like, the accessibility options in it. Like, everything ticked the box for me. I absolutely loved that game. Yeah, then Rogue came. I got to play the, like, beta test of it. And I was like, ugh. Like, you know, because I'd just come off the back of Lost Crown. I was just like, this sucks. but then yesterday, or whatever it was it yesterday or the day before, they dropped... Well, actually, before that, we had all the rumours going, Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake's been rated. It's going to get shadow dropped any second now. And I'm like getting hyped. I'm like, yeah, like I want that so much because the original is like means so much to me. I love that game. So excited. And then out of nowhere, they're just like, canned it. What? What the actual?
It comes in the midst of them. It was one of a few announcements that they made. Day before yesterday, right at the end of the day, and apparently they cancelled like 6 projects at the same time. So I don't know what's going on there. There's talks that they might have to lay off 2,000 people.
Wow.
That's just like the human cost of that is ridiculous.
What are they doing?
I don't know, but this one hurts pretty much every gamer the most, because I think there's not many games that exist that universally get loved. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
Maybe the one where we'll talk about Fable later on in the show. I think that may be one that gets universal love as well. But on the whole, it's quite, especially for a Ubisoft game, to get like universally everyone's excited for this thing.
Yes.
And so it hurts when they've this far in, 6 or so years in, this much teasing that's happened, that it's just been like the rug's been pulled. And the only reason they can give is that they don't want to spend more money making it.
Yeah, they literally on the announcement said, whilst the project had real potential, we weren't able to reach the level of quality you deserve, and continuing would require more time and investment than we could possibly commit to. And we didn't want to release something that fell short of what Sands of Time represents. That's a frickin' cop-out. That's a cop-out, I'm sorry. Like, what are you doing? Oh, man.
But, I mean, Ubisoft have made this situation themselves, though, haven't they? In the sense that they got this reputation in previous years of releasing early when it wasn't ready.
Yeah,
and
true.
then day one, they were like the day one patch kings. Like there was broken games, and you'd end up like a month on, suddenly the game's stable. And then, if you remember with Assassin's Creed Shadows, that they delayed that one because of that, and they wanted a perfect game at launch.
Yes.
And I think they've set this kind of threshold that's really high for themselves now to avoid that reputation.
Yeah.
Which is why this was delayed. It's a wild one to be that far in and then just cut it off. It's disappointing, if nothing else. It's just disappointing, isn't it?
It's shocking to me, like, because I just wasn't expecting this. Like, I thought the random announcement would be like set for like, I don't know, August or something, like, you know, coming to all platforms. Here's like a gameplay trailer. Nah, instead canned. Like, what? Like, I don't know. I'm still a little bit in disbelief. And following that was Ubisoft stocks dropped 40%. Straight after that announcement, just madness.
It's savage, isn't it? It's but so often we end up talking. It's probably the publisher we talk about the most.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It seems to be. They're just constantly coming up with this. And like you said at the start, I thought they had turned a corner and were like suddenly now like the kings of these like ports and savage.
They were shocking me, like bringing it back, because I kept like wanting to like stand on them and be like, oh, like Ubisoft, but then they kept doing things that I was like, man, maybe they've actually turned a new leaf here. I mean, I'm in the Prince of Persia Discord, and the official one from Ubisoft. And last night I had a little ping on my phone, and I looked at the notification. I didn't open it and see what everyone's reactions were, but it was like the community manager or whatever being like, whilst we understand everyone's like really upset, we won't be tolerating death threats in the server. So you will be banned. You know, we won't like tolerate that level of abuse. So people are going absolutely ape, about this.
I thought it was bad on Twitter, to be fair, but I didn't see, obviously not in the Discord.
Yeah.
People are upset. People are very upset.
Yeah. I mean, it was mainly me. But
it's reputation damaging, isn't it? That's the thing.
Yeah.
And weirdly, that's what they're trying to avoid by cancelling it.
Yeah.
But they've made it anyway.
I get it. Like, they're kind of screwed both ways. If they just released it and it was crap, then everyone would be like, this sucks, like, screw you. But then
you've destroyed my game.
But they've just wasted like so much people's time and money on this. And like the hype level, this is what pisses me off about companies, right? Is you announce something like 10 years early and then like don't just be quiet. When it's ready, They'd be like, ho, look at this game, it comes out tomorrow, and everyone would shit themselves, you know, like, but it really pisses me off. It's even as far as like, I know Bethesda are pretty good on their word. Like they're like Ubisoft, they release stuff that's broken and buggy and everyone just accepts it, you know, like, but them releasing like Elder Scrolls 6 with that little like teaser, like when was that? That was like 10 years ago, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, it feels like it.
And you've just not released anything about it. Just don't. Just shut up. And when it's ready, or when it's like really close to being ready, then talk about it.
Drop it.
Yeah. Like I hate
let the rumors. Let all the rumors do the talking, because stuff will leak out. People will find it on like CVs and nonsense like that, and they'll leak all that out. You can let the internet talk, but yourself do nothing. Yes. And then it becomes mythical. It's like Half-Life 3, isn't it? It's this mythical thing that exists.
Yeah. But I feel like that's what Valve would do. If they actually had Half-Life 3, which if it is there, then when the Steam machine drops, I reckon we'll hear about it then. And it will be, look at this, it's here, it's ready, it's there now, go buy it tomorrow or next week or whatever. And that is the way to play it. Let the mystery unfold, you know?
You know, we've talked a lot about the Steam machine, and it will rumble on until it is released. Yeah. And like the pricing problems that it's going to come up against and stuff. What if, right? I'm just going to play a fantasy with you. Half-Life 3 exists, right?
Yeah.
And it's not just a Steam machine exclusive at launch.
Right.
But it comes preloaded on the Steam machine. Wow. And the only way to play it in the first couple of months.
Oh, you can't even buy it. It's linked to the system.
Like, if they want to guarantee it sells...
Oh, wow. That's why the price is so high. That's where all the leaked price is up.
Yeah, but I mean, if that's if that was real, that would be a machine seller.
Yeah. I mean, I'd buy one, play the game, and then sell it on eBay.
Yeah, I think everyone would. Yeah. Get it so it's in your library, and then
that's it. Yeah. Link to the account.
Never turned on.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't know how they would do that, but I don't know. Maybe they could do.
Maybe it's not for sale and it just gets added to your Steam library if you order the Steam machine.
Kind of like I've got loads of old Nintendo handhelds and stuff, and when they released limited edition like 2DSs and 3DSs and stuff, it actually had the game linked to the console, so it was on the console. So even if I sold the system, people didn't know this. People thought it like got deleted. It doesn't. You can wipe the system. The game's still linked on the store. So if I sold that to someone else, they would get it, sign in, and they can still claim the game there, but it's only whilst you've got the system. So it's like literally locked to the system. I mean, it's an old school thing, but so it could be possible, yeah. I mean, they would actually like, I mean, people would be pissed, but
yeah, of course it
would. But it would sell. It would make the Steam machine sell, you know, and it would warrant that like high price tag we're expecting.
$1,000, but you get Half-Life 3.
Yeah. What's that worth to you? Probably $1,000.
It probably is. I want to move on just really quickly to talk about my favourite game in the world, and it's a bingo card we've not stamped for a little bit anyway.
It is, yeah.
Final Fantasy VII. Yes, I said it. The remake is here finally. It's launched for on Switch 2, and it is a universal hit. It's a smash, a slam dunk. As we saw with the demo, it holds through. The demo was an early build, that is confirmed when you look at the side-by-sides.
Oh, really? I haven't. So I've let, because you're the resident Final Fantasy nerd, I've let you do this. But when the demo dropped, I immediately that day downloaded it, because we were filming a podcast when it happened, because you said like, oh, and the demo's out now, and I was like, hang on, like, and you were like, yeah, they've just said it, and I was like, oh my god. So I played the demo, and I thought that was incredible. So to hear that that's an early build,
very minor I mean, if you've played the demo, that's basically what you're going to be getting, unless you're pixel peeping. Like Digital Foundry did a really great, I mean, they always do, they're really great detailed reviews, looking at the kind of frame pacing, really zooming in on textures, and then they did some really detailed comparisons between the early PS4 launch and then the Intrograde launch, which this build is based upon for the PS5, and then obviously the Switch 2 next to it. So this does borrow all of the texture upgrades and a lot of the lighting upgrades that are in the Intrograde PS5 release.
Nice.
And they've done an incredible version. Obviously, there is some minor texture elements that aren't as quick loading as PS5, so they've kept some bits a little bit lower resolution, some of the texture mapping.
Do you think we can forgive that? Considering, you're running it at like 220 plus watt on a PS5 and then 8 to 17 watt on a Switch 2?
On this tiny thin Switch 2. Yeah.
I think I can look past that. Yeah.
It's locked solid at 30 FPS. It does not budge. Just locked there.
Even for all the crazy combat and visual effects.
Yeah.
Wow.
From what I saw with their frame pacing, it was locked at 30.
That's amazing.
It's pretty incredible. That's incredible, cool. Yeah. And I mean, the critics will say that, yes, this was a PS4 game. It's, 5-6 years old. But we're talking about a release of it. We're talking about the PS5 release of it, first of all, which was an upgraded version. The same PS5 version that's for sale right now on the PS5.
Yeah.
So it's a current generation game.
Yes.
Running on a handheld device, like you say, that runs at 11 watts. It's baffling what we're seeing now. Locked at 30 FPS and not budging. I'd take that.
Yeah.
I'll definitely take that.
Yeah, that's when I played the demo, I was just like, wow. Do you know what I mean? I was just like, this is so good.
What are we looking at here? This is insane.
Yeah.
It's really, really cool to see. We are likely to see the second part of the remake. That's
going to be the interesting one. The huge open world, well, it's open zone, but it's pretty taxing. I was running that on a beastie PC, so I've completed both of these now, and I completed the second one on my proper PC, and it's expansive, that game. It is freaking huge, and different areas are obviously more taxing or less taxing. So I really hope when that comes out, people do due diligence and actually play the entire game before reviewing it, which we know from the past most reviewers don't. But that's going to be the struggle. I think this one is way more linear. But the next one, Rebirth, I feel like that's going to possibly struggle on Switch 2, but maybe not.
It could be.
I don't know.
A lot of it with, I know, looking at the PS5 version, there was a few key elements that really struggled.
Resolution.
Resolution was a huge one. Yeah, you had a choice between either high resolution where it looked okay and the frame rate was disgusting, or you could have a playable frame rate but it's just an awful resolution.
The Vaseline mode, and it was called that. Yeah, you either had Vaseline or choppy, as Mark Cerny would call it.
The encouragement is they've used DLSS in the remake on Switch 2. As in, it's visible that they've used it. It's like DLSS light. This is how it's been described. But there are elements where you can see it in action. But they've managed to utilize it in a way to basically upscale what DF are saying is an internal 720 resolution.
Wow.
Which is pretty decent. It's pretty, especially handheld. That's going to be very decent.
That's high. Is that for docked or handheld as well? I would have.
That was handheld.
Oh wow. Okay. Wow.
So upscaling an internal 720 resolution. Now we've seen. I know it's different camps and it's different development, but we've seen great things with PSSR on Rebirth. So we've seen that the implementation of hardware-based upscaling is possible in that game.
Yeah.
So I'm encouraged with that the Switch 2 might be able to do a decent job with some kind of DLSS.
Yes.
Loading's going to be the real taxer because, like you say, it's such a big, expansive place. There's a lot to load in. There's a lot of strain on RAM then as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't... As providing that they don't release it on a cartridge, I think you'll be fine because cartridge is the worst way of playing any Switch game. Yeah, they're just so slow. So if you're running it internally or from a microSD Express, which is insanely fast, I don't think you're going to have any issues there. Do you know what I mean? The worst way of playing any Switch 2 game is from a cartridge, sadly.
That was the other thing that they measured was the loading times, and they compared it to the internal PS5 loading times. And obviously, That's probably the biggest selling feature of the PS5 was how quick its memory is.
Yeah, it's got Gen 4 NVMe, isn't it?
Yeah. And so to give you a base rate on PS5, the kind of loading times on average are about 2 seconds per loading screen. There's not many in Remake, to be fair.
Yeah.
But on internal storage, not micro SD Express, on Switch 2, you were looking at about 6 seconds, as opposed to... I think PS4 was the other comparison, and that was like around 20 seconds.
Wow.
So incredibly impressive. Not PS5 quick, because PS5 is, like you say, got some... That's its kind of architecture is based around how quick it can load.
Yeah. We'll look at Ratchet and Clank.
Exactly what I was going to say, yeah, Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah.
So it's encouraging to see. We're likely to see the second part of the remake there. The third part depends on what engine they use to make it. If they're going to stick with Unreal 4, then it should be fine. If they go to Unreal 5 because they want all the best features in it to look as good as possible, then Switch 2 is going to struggle. So it depends which way they go. But
I think everything's going to struggle. If they switch to Unreal 5, like PS5's got no chance. It could it could literally barely run Rebirth. So it'd be the next gen for that.
Yeah. And I think with what's happening with all the hardware costs and everything now and shortages, I think we're going to see a general pausing of, especially the big AAA franchises for consoles. We're going to see a general pausing on how far they push things, because people won't be able to enjoy them. Or they're going to have to spend a lot more resources in back scaling things.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the case. So I think they're still going to push it mad in case you're a millionaire that's got 20, 50, 90s. And then you can just go for it. But hopefully they just optimize it for lower end hardware, because everyone's going to be keeping their stuff for longer now.
It's a really good segue as well, because that NVIDIA story is rumbling on.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Actually, I shared a post last week where Hardware Unbox were talking about that Asus had confirmed to them that they had end-of-lifed the 5070 Ti's because of a shortage of memory for them. Then there was a correction that evening, as everyone in that post reminded me, and we talked about it in last week's podcast. There was a correction that NVIDIA basically had asked Asus to correct that, and that it wasn't end of life. It was just, at the moment, they were hard to get hold of.
Yep.
Well, it seems like that story's not finished yet, because late last night, early this morning for us, Hardware Unbox have got some more confirmation on that, haven't they?
They have indeed, yeah.
And it seems like it is end of life after all.
Kind of. So it's not, but they're just not making any by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
So it's NVIDIA being Ace has gone, we're not doing that anymore, because it's
impossible to do.
NVIDIA's gone, no, you can't say that. Say that you're still making it, but you just don't make any. Okay, yeah, wicked. So it's not available, but it is. Yeah.
Yeah. So so Asus have confirmed that 5070 Ti is not in end-of-life status, but you just won't ever be able to buy one.
Wicked.
I love 2026 for this stuff. It's fantastic.
I think Valve needs to get on this and be like, Half-Life 3 is available now for everyone, but nobody can buy it.
That's exactly what it is.
What?
Hey?
Sorry?
What? Yeah. I mean, it's not the first hardware we've seen in recent months to do this, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, when all the handhelds launched, this generation of handhelds, there was a lot of that, wasn't there? I mean,
still going on. Going on. People have still got pre-orders into frickin' February, March for the Legion Go 2. And the prices on that are all over the place. I didn't really want to bring it up too much because I don't know exactly what's going on here, but there's pricing issues everywhere, stock issues still. I think it still affects the Xbox Ally X as well. Not as much, but it's still an issue. But certainly the Legion Go 2, I have no idea what's going on with that. I'm seeing certain countries having £800 over RRP, price increases, still stock shortages. The whole market is absolutely mad right now.
Yeah,
which we discussed before Christmas. That's why we said to everyone, buy what you can immediately, because you ain't going to get one, or you'll be paying twice as much.
Yeah, it's utterly insane what's going on now. But it seems like NVIDIA aren't even sure what's going on, and Asus are just playing lip service to them with this.
That's exactly what it is. The Asus have gone, okay, tell us what to say now.
Yeah, okay, we'll say exactly that. So if you can get hold of the hardware you want, get it now if it's still a reasonable price, because this isn't getting better anytime soon.
It's not getting any better. And there is news that the Asus are going to hike their price on across the board of all products, including the handhelds. So that was coming soon as well.
Yeah, I'll try and get some confirmation on that, see if that is actually coming. I doubt they'll say anything, but I do have we do have a line with their PR team, so we'll see. But it feels inevitable.
Oh yeah. I think everyone's going to have to just suck it, because
another thing that seems inevitable. So I'm going to my smooth segues.
I'm going to leave.
I think everyone's going to leave when this happens. How about ad-supported gaming? Would you like some ads in your gaming?
Yeah.
So the ad-supported tier for Xbox cloud streaming, or Game Pass cloud streaming, whatever it is they call it.
It's been leaked. Get it. Yeah.
Yeah, right, okay. It's been leaked. The Verge published it as well, that some PC players had seen... anyone who's done any Xbox Cloud, you'll see you've got that loading screen. It's like a rocket. It's like flying through the air. Yeah. Whilst it's loading. And there's text underneath that had been accidentally shown to some PC players. It's like 1 hour gameplay supported by ads. So that screenshot has obviously gone around the world real quickly. So an ad-supported tier is coming. We don't know when. There's no confirmation from Xbox. The rumor is that it's like a free tier for streaming your games.
Yeah, so that's where it makes sense, because you don't need a paid subscription. So it will just be streaming the games you already own digitally. And honestly, I think that's okay. That's okay. Like, if you don't want to pay for Game Pass, but you've got like a big library where you've paid for these games, and then you've bought like an Ally or you just using your phone or your tablet or something, and you're like, hey, I want to play the game I own a license to without having being forced to pay for a subscription. I kind of get it. It's not like they're getting free Game Pass. They're just getting access to their own games, but they'll see hot mums in your area adverts.
It's coming
before they get to play the game. Yeah.
The thing that I think concerns me and will concern everyone with this, it's not how it's implemented day one, because always these things are very reasonable and sensible when they're first brought in. This is just for, as you say, you don't want to pay for a Game Pass subscription, but you do want to use our cloud streaming services.
Yeah.
Then this is a free way of doing it. You'll have to watch an advert at the start. Hopefully that doesn't interrupt gameplay. It's before loading, I would imagine.
Before it, I reckon. And also there was teasers in the past of how they could, if you've paused the screen for more than 10 seconds or something, then it can kick an advert in. I think that's acceptable as well. There's some smart TVs that do that already. Yeah.
So it's obviously a thing that already exists. Yeah, it would be horrible if it was like cutscenes and then this cutscene is brought to you by Manscaped.
And it's got the character from the game shaving.
That would be amazing.
No, they've done it with freaking Resident Evil. That's why they've got Porsches and watches. So when you pause the game, Leon's going to be like, "Kai, you're taking a while. Let me check that out on my new Hamilton watch. Yours for only $2,000. That's going to be the adverts right there.
Yeah.
God damn it, Leon.
The thing that genuinely worries me, though, is not how it starts; it's how it goes. Yeah. Because then we'll definitely see an ad-supported Game Pass tier, and then maybe that starts as the free tier, and you're like, "Oh, it's really reasonable, actually. I get an hour free Game Pass gaming if I watch these adverts." And then it's like, how Netflix and Disney and those subscription services have gone, and it's like, oh, actually, you can watch this with ads for just a small fee. Yeah. Just a small fee and some adverts, and then you get Game Pass.
Yeah.
Or it would be, we are keeping your costs low. with the introduction of adverts. Oh no.
Yeah.
They're my concerns.
I think as long as they give you choice, then it's fine. If they keep the current tiers and then introduce the like low paid tiers with ads or a free one, I imagine it'd be low paid with ads. Then that's okay. Because you're giving the choice. You're not removing an option and forcing ads on people. You know, like I think that's actually all right because it will get people. I mean, right now, financially, the world is like doomed, right? So
it's on fire.
Yeah. So if people have got the choice to pay less and just have to suffer with a couple of adverts, I mean, that's good. Good on them. They get to play their games that they might be missing out on because they can't afford whatever extortionate price they're charging for the top tier Game Pass. You know, so I'm kind of like not offended by it, which I know. I'm sorry, everybody, that you're probably going to hate me for that, but I'm all right. Do you know what I mean? As long as I'm not affected.
As long as I can see you coming from. As long as there's value given to you for that sacrifice, I think we can all accept that.
Yeah.
It's like YouTube pre-roll ads, isn't it? We accept the value exchange that's happening here.
Yeah, I mean, and go on.
Get premium if you don't want to see them.
Exactly. Yeah, which I do hate. I hate YouTube ads, but I don't want to pay for premium because it's just another freaking service. But like when I look at myself, like I've got Disney. We don't really use Disney that much, so we've got the paid one with ads, and it really isn't that bad. Like over Christmas, we were watching a lot of Disney like stuff because there's more than just Disney on there, and you get like 3 minutes of ads at the beginning, which is fine. Go get your snacks, go for get a drink or whatever, sit down. It's just adverts of what's already on the store. Like you're on there. It's not even like unrelated, it's just like and half the time I'd be like, oh, that looked quite good, that show. Do you know what I mean? Like, so if they play you trailers of games that are on there, like maybe all the indie games that no one's playing, cool. Like that would actually be fine by me because I might actually see something I'd otherwise just completely have skipped over. So like I'm not actually against it. So shocker, I know.
No, it's all right. So whilst we're in Xbox land, really quickly, Game Pass Game Wave 2 for January was announced, and there was Space Marine 2, which is cool because I've been wanting to play that for ages and never had.
Me too. Yeah.
Part of Game Pass, wicked. But the real surpriser for me, and I don't know if I just missed this happening.
I think it was shadow dropped. I think it was just dropped.
Right. Yeah. Death Stranding coming to Game Pass.
Yeah, what?
Now, I know it wasn't actually a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, it kind of was, though, wasn't it?
But it kind of was. Yeah, Hideo Kojima, and it kind of was. I think his intention was always going to be multi-platform, and he wanted to see it on PC. Okay. But, yeah, seeing that come to Game Pass for us, Game Pass subscribers just to play is kind of weird.
Yeah. So it is weird because I think it was exclusive on PlayStation because it took time before it came to PC.
Yeah.
So it was just on PlayStation.
4 or 5 years old, that game now.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
I mean, the likelihood of me playing it still is quite low.
Yeah, I'm really like, I don't know where I sit with this game because it looks wicked. Like, I love the aesthetics. I like the weirdness of Kojima. And I'm a fan of the original Metal Gears and stuff. But it's just this whole walking simulator thing that just kind of like puts me off because everyone says you're just like walking around. It's like, it sounds really boring. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to just walk about for like hours on end with like some weird baby thing like strapped to my chest. Like,
everything I've watched of it is walking, so I'm like, what am I am I missing something about this game that? And it's not like nice walking. It's not like you're walking through like Hyrule and it's like beautiful and stuff, is it? Yeah. It's like
you're like sludging over stuff. Yeah,
like it looks like you're walking in a coal mine. What's going on?
Yeah. It doesn't look fun. So no. I don't know. I might install it just because it's on Game Pass now. And I've never brought myself to actually like. But the thing is it's a Kojima game, so it's going to be like 9,000 hours long.
Yes.
And I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just a bit weird with it.
And with a Kojima game, the core mechanic won't be revealed until like 40 hours in. And it'll be that suddenly you're playing with a different character who's actually the main character. Like,
it's the baby.
Right. Yeah. I thought it was that guy. I thought it was no? Okay. I did want to talk about the games that were announced last night on the Developer Direct, and of course get to Fable, because Fable is very exciting to me and to you, and I think to the world. It looks like the one to really look for. But of course, that's not where it started.
No.
We did get Forza Horizon 6 set in Japan coming.
We did. Do you want to see my? Do you want to hear my notes that I took down?
Yeah, please share your notes, because I know you're huge on driving games.
I am, yeah. So I've got set in Japan, so that's really relevant. Yeah. I've got cars.
Tick.
Yeah. More cars.
Yeah. Tick, tick. Yeah.
Driving.
Yeah, no, that's in there. Tick, yeah.
Wheels.
Yes, wheels. Yeah, tick.
Roads.
And roads. I mean... It's very thorough, those notes.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Also, I'll say, because I like jumping into a driving game. I'm not huge. I can't sink hours into them. I get a bit bored, but I do like playing them.
Yeah.
But we do also have base building.
What is with that?
So it's like Forza Horizon meets Fallout 76.
Yeah. But what are you like? Are you like a transformer? Does he like... and then you get to like build something.
And I said this to you, and you were like, "Oh, I wasn't watching." Right, the final like seconds was like a mech walking onto the screen.
Oh Christ!
And I was like, "What's going on here?"
Transformers collab. Megan Fox is going to come out.
I'll definitely download it then. There was like, you could hear this like kind of like walking, and then two
Optimus
feet
Prime.
kind of.
Yeah,
it's just the
out.
feet next to a car, and I was like,
What's going on?
What the hell is going on here?
It makes sense. It's set in Japan, so they love mechs.
Do you know what? When I heard the banging, like these thunderous footsteps that were coming, I honestly thought it was going to be Godzilla. And like that was my gut reaction when the opening like shot and the camera's panning out. I was like, oh, it's going to be like a monster, and maybe you'll have to like get away from it or something. And that'd be kind of like a fun, random event that happens in the world.
Now I would play that, right? Set in Japan, hear me out, Godzilla, right?
Yeah.
And Gundam, and they're just fighting. So the Gundam are fighting Godzilla.
Yeah.
Like buildings are exploding, and you've got to drive around all the like debris and stuff.
Yeah.
Now that's a racing game I'd play.
Yeah.
I'd play that.
So you've got to escape.
You just got to drive around. Yeah, they don't even care about you. You're just there doing a race around their feet and stuff, like for no reason.
And randomly you could get squashed.
Yeah.
Game over.
Yeah. Like a bit of a mix between like Hot Wheels vibes. You know? I'd play that.
I think the mech might be a Gundam thing, because it didn't look Transformers. It looked more like that. But who knows? It's such a random addition that I wasn't expecting.
Super random. But in all seriousness, though, it does look really good.
It looks beautiful. My note there was like, how's this going to perform? How's it going to perform on like the Series S?
Yeah.
And then B, how's it going to perform on like the Xbox Ally? Because every game in this Developer Direct was play anywhere. It was cross-gen, cross-saving, cross-platforms. So you've got one game, you can play across all of your devices that are attached to it, same save file, pick up and play.
Yep.
And obviously the big thing there that they're pushing is right now like the Xbox Allies.
Yes.
Ally X, I imagine you'll be able to get some decent headroom in there for it, scaling back some of the reflections and stuff and distant textures. But the Xbox Ally... That's going to be interesting, because it looked like it was going to be a really hard game to play, like to run.
Well, we were talking to each other when this started, and I didn't see anywhere on the screen. I might have missed it, but I didn't see anywhere where it said this footage is captured on this. So it's like it looked almost too good to be on a Series X. You know, it looked like there was PC
too good for an
footage.
Xbox. Yeah.
So I mean, I am with you. Like, how is it going to run on the Ally? You know, but it's all day one as well.
It's all day one, and I don't know with Xbox and their developer directs. I know when Nintendo do a direct, the gameplay shown has to be in the gameplay mode that it's being shown in. So if you're seeing like a screen capture, it's recorded on a Switch 2 docked. If you see it handheld, it's playing on that Switch 2 handheld. That's like a golden rule that they don't break.
Yeah, which I think is fair.
It's absolutely fair. I don't know if Xbox have that same golden rule, because I think they could arguably say running a really great PC rig with the RTX 50 series in there is fine because this is an Xbox too.
I was just about to say, but that's an Xbox. So it's running on everything you've seen here captured on Xbox.
Yeah.
Because anything with a graphics card is an Xbox.
Exactly. So, it did look beastie. But we'll see. 19th of May it comes out. It's also coming to PS5 at some point in 26. They've not given a defined date, but really exciting for PlayStation players to see that cross-gen, cross-platform it happening day one. So it's a full multi-plat game.
Cool. Yeah. But again, it's letting people have choice. You know, it doesn't matter what system you've got, well, within reason, not if you've got a Switch 2, then you can play this game, which I think is cool. And it does look really good. I don't understand the base building. You can drive around like a house in a car. Like, I don't get it. Like, you can't get out. So what? Like, do you just drive around the outside of it? Like, what's the point of building it?
You can build bases. You can build like towns, industrial estates, garages.
Okay,
and then
so it's just like a world
in an
builder
open
thing.
world, like if you're on a lobby, then your friends can come and join you and park.
Cool. Yeah. Can you make a McDonald's drive-through? And then all your mates can come and queue up and just hang
out in the car parking bay. No mention of Switch 2, which was a running theme throughout this whole developer direct.
Yeah, no mention of it at all.
Bizarre, because of all of the kind of overtures that Nintendo and Xbox have been playing to each other recently. This kind of love-in that's happening.
Yeah. Well, and especially the next game.
And that it's a perfect segue. The next game, Beast of Reincarnation.
Yeah.
Which is, of course, made by Game Freak.
Yes.
Say Pokemon one more time, Game Freak.
Yes. This should have been called Beast of Pokemon Reincarnation.
I know. Every single person, any chance they had.
They said it.
So, from my time working in Pokemon, like, all right, we get it.
Yeah.
You're the guys that make Pokemon. Yeah. It's cool.
Yeah. They just kept throwing it out there. They're like, this is Game Freak. We make Pokemon, by the way. My name's blah, blah, blah. And I'm the lead Pokemon developer. Okay, cool. Oh, and by the way, we made this new game that we're going to talk about in a minute. But don't forget, we also make Pokemon, for the Switch that we're not going to talk about anymore. They just literally every single person went, I normally do this in a Pokemon game.
I know.
Okay. Like, it was really
I actually
weird.
put it in my notes there. Mention Pokemon one more time.
Oh, yeah, you have, yeah. Yeah, literally.
There's a lot that really confused me about this. It's a full multi-platform, Xbox, PC, and PlayStation. 6 years in production.
Yeah. But
no mention of Nintendo in there. That blew my mind, because if any of the games on this list would be coming to Switch, you would think the guys that make Pokemon.
Yeah. But maybe, well, actually, I've figured it out. They can't even make Pokemon run on the Switch. So
maybe that's
this is so detailed for them. There's no chance they would get it optimized on Switch. So they've just gone, no, we'll leave that one out.
And I mean, that's the first reaction, isn't it? Like, how is this game Game Freak? How is this the same people that made Scarlet and Violet? Like, what? What the hell? You look at it, and it's a stunning world that they've built. What looks like a cross between my gut reaction and your gut reaction are the perfect summaries of this. You said it looks like Stellar Blade but less sexy, and I was like, in my head, I was like, it feels like Final Fantasy VII Remake combat.
Yes.
And then you look at that together and you go, oh yeah, that's what it is. It's Stellar Blade meets Final Fantasy VII. Pretty
much. And it looks really good.
It looks great for it.
I think this looks wicked. I really like the art style. I love the fact that it's not open world. They've said it's what did they say? Like a wide road or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's linear,
which is the
but
perfect
it's kind
of game.
Yeah, that's what I like. Yeah. So it looks really cool. I love the fact that you've got the wolf dude that's with you, and that you're entwined with nature, and you've got all these vines that you can surf on and stuff. It looks wicked.
Traversal looks really cool.
Yeah.
It's set in a really epic, like post-apocalyptic Japan. The year is 4026, and kind of plants have taken over, and there's like blight in the world. There's like magic. There's robot zombies, which are humans.
That's what made it really Stellar Blade for me, because it's pretty similar. Like, you're set way far in the future. When you actually come to Earth, like Eve's like never been to Earth, never seen a skyscraper and stuff, and it's all like overgrown and stuff. So that's why I got those kind of vibes from it, and cool. And
totally, and the character creation as well. It's got very Stellar Blade vibes to it. There's like obviously the female protagonist, but also there's like she comes across another character like her who's more powerful in one of the bits of the trailer. And that reminded me of Stellar Blade straight away. I was like, oh, that's very that. Combat, like I say, it's got a kind of Final Fantasy remake style. It's not turn-based, but has like those freezing time moments when you're selecting abilities, and abilities stack and stuff.
So what I gathered from watching this was that you are not turn-based. Your wolf is. So you fill up a meter, and then the wolf can do some sort of like super stuff for you, and that's when it goes into that Final Fantasy combat. But as someone that doesn't really like turn-based that much, I did really gel with Final Fantasy VII combat. Yeah, like once I got into it, I think they managed to
pace it really well in that game. I think hats off to Square for that. The pacing's really nice.
Yes,
for what is quite a complex system.
Yeah,
like it takes you a minute to get your head into it. This looks like it's kind of copying that idea, which is great.
Yes,
I think.
Yeah.
I'm just generally, there's just those two surprises that Game Freak have made such a cool looking game, such a modern looking game, and B, that they've not released it onto Switch. That's where we're at.
I think that's why they kept bringing up Pokemon, because they were like, we make Pokemon, but look at this. Look how good this looks. Don't forget, we do make Pokemon. That's not our fault. But now look what we can do.
It's taken them 6 years to make this.
It makes sense. Imagine if they had 6 years on Pokemon. No, seriously, because they're like forced to be like Call of Duty, like a Pokemon game every 2 months, and and that's why they look crap and they run badly. I mean, this looks like
funny,
they've been
playing behind you.
It is. Yeah. To be fair though, Pokemon ZA, like, that runs great on the Switch too. I mean, it doesn't look the prettiest. All the buildings are literally like the same, and but it's not a bad game. But you can see if they've given time, what they can achieve with this. Like 6 years, and they've made something that actually looks really cool and modern.
Yeah.
Like I am, and it's day one Game Pass.
I know.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it still blows my mind.
Yeah, incredible. Yeah. I don't want to dwell too long on this next game because they did all that for us. It seems like half of the developer direct was spent watching Double Fine talking about pots.
I think the reason why is I do have love for Double Fine because they are the creators of Psychonauts, and Psychonauts is incredible, and they were given free reign on this. So they were just literally left to their own devices, just do what you want, and they've made some random game about making pots, and like, okay, cool. It's not my kind of thing. I'm not into like online kind of like like fighty things like too much. Yeah, nah. Like, so it's not really my thing. But I think that's why they were kind of, Xbox were kind of saying, look, we can let our developers do what they want. Yeah. And it cool.
I don't know. It's coming out in the spring on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC.
No Switch 2, which this would have been ideal for.
Yeah, it's very, very cartoony, very bright.
Yeah.
4v4, it's fighting but not violent. It's like, if you're going to pick a Nintendo game out of this lineup, it's that.
Yes.
But yeah, again, no mention of Switch 2, which is odd. It gave, I did write it here, it gave me Splatoon vibes.
Yeah, really.
Weirdly, I think the combat, not obviously there's no painting involved, but something about the 4v4 or how the map was laid out. There was something about it. I was just watching it go, this just makes me feel like Splatoon somehow.
Yeah, it did feel very Nintendo-y.
Yeah. But yeah, it's coming. Anyway, move on. Because they seem to dwell on that for like, it felt like half an hour.
It did feel long. And I think it dragged because we weren't overly interested.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean?
that's
Like,
fair.
it was probably about the same amount of time as the others. They probably each had 10 minutes, but it just felt like 20.
And fair play to them, you know, it was fun and lighthearted like the game is, but I was just like, I want to see Fable now, come on. And I was watching the chat on the Xbox stream, and it was just like, Fable, boring, move on.
I don't have, because I watched it on the TV, I just disable the like chat.
It's one of my favourite things to do on these like announcements is like look at the live chat, because you just see this general consensus of like, boring.
Yeah.
Okay, Fable, the thing we've all been waiting for. Wow. I mean, just wow.
I'm so hyped now.
I'd love to know anyone who's watching this who is not excited by this.
There will be some,
I'm sure there will be some like diehards who only love like Forza Horizon maybe, or like only love shooting games. This just looks like a gamer's dream, this game. It's like, it's been a long time coming though, hasn't it? Let's be fair.
It's been a long time coming. And Lionhead Studios aren't doing it. This is by the Forza team.
Yeah.
You know, in the Forza engine.
Unreal. And they've been working on it apparently since 2016.
Yeah, good. Because they've had enough time to like cook on this. Apparently, like all the NPCs are handcrafted. Like there's no procedural generated stuff. They all have individual jobs and roles and thoughts and feelings. You can talk to every single NPC. You can go into every single building in the game. You can rob any building. You can buy any building. You can buy any business. You can evict people. There's there is
Get
so
married,
much.
have children.
Yeah.
Every NPC in the game has its own moral compass. I love this bit.
Yes.
Because moral systems in games have always been very absolute, haven't they? You're either good or bad, and the world treats you good or bad depending on what you do. And what the Playground noted in this is like, well, that's not how the world works, because what one person thinks is great, another person may hate. So these NPCs, this living, breathing world, should react to you in that way. Some people may laud you, and some people may hate you because they think that you've got an ego. Some people may love that you kick the chicken, and other people may hate it because they think it's cruel.
Yes.
So you don't turn into the devil when you're evil. You're just a human in this world.
Yeah.
And I think it's great. And what I loved with that is some of the bits they've shown of like the interactions with characters. They've kept that sense of humor that Fable had running through it. There's this kind of this feeling of funniness.
It needed it, because that's what's like so in the core of Fable, is that light-hearted, like funny, tongue-in-cheek like moments.
Yeah, it's a deep, detailed RPG in an open world now.
Yeah.
And if you don't have that lightness, it ends up feeling like Skyrim, or like you know,
it's too serious.
It gets too serious, and it can be a bit dull at times. Then,
yeah.
There was like a moment. It seems really stupid, but you see the character interacting with this female NPC, and when they start talking to you, you can hear their tone, what they think of you, and also it gives like a character card pops up, and it tells you like what they think of you.
Yes,
and it's like this person hates you because you've got money or whatever, thinks you're a rich twat.
I know, yeah.
That's so good. It's so silly.
I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, that's so Fable, you know, like, and I liked it when they kicked the chicken and it said like +1 chicken chaser or whatever. I was like, yes, here, chicken chaser.
So-and-so loves this.
Yeah.
Got a massive shout out to the combat.
The combat looks really good, like weighty. The like sword play and like hammers and stuff actually felt like heavy, and not in like a Souls-like annoying way, which I like. I don't like it being slow for slow's sake. Do you know what I mean? Like this actually felt like your character was actually wielding this thing. Yeah. You know, and it looked really cool. And obviously we'll have because Fable, what I loved about the old one is pick up any weapon, you can use any weapon, get good at any weapon, you can use spells like alongside that, and that's no different here. Yeah, it feels like you can just do whatever you like.
It looked really great. I was really enjoying watching the combat, which says a lot. That combination, like you say, of melee, range, or magic, or all three, you know, as you can kind of like be a badass as you go through. Really cool. The fact that it is an open world and you're going to have this sprawling Albion to explore.
I know I always say that I'm not a big open world person. I think this is the game that I'm like excited that it's open world.
Yeah.
Because I love Fable. Like literally, I remember when it released on the original Xbox, and I played that to death. It was the first game I booted up when I got the Steam Deck LCD.
I remember you bringing it in and going, like, check this out, I'm playing Fable on it. Like, no way.
Yeah, I was like, what? Like, and it's the anniversary edition or whatever, which is still amazing for anyone that's not played the original Fable. Like, it's a must do. I love that they kept the like origins of Fable here. So the story starts of you as a child, and then something bad happens, and then it's going to progress for you becoming a hero because you're the first hero in a century or something.
Yeah, you realise you have some kind of magic ability, and you're a hero. Yeah, beautiful that they've kept.
Big one I think people are going to be happy about is character customization. Yeah, because people hated the look of the character. What was wrong with the female character? I know she wasn't Eve from Stellar Blade, but you're not going to see Angelina Jolie like walking around like some like farm town, are you? Like,
do you know, the funny thing was, I didn't even give it a second thought that what the character looked like previously. I was just like, okay, it is what it is. It's like it doesn't like compute with me. It's just like that's what the character is. Cool.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not really going to care. I'm not really going to be looking at it like in that way. Like, I'm just be playing the game. But yeah, the fact they've got customizing characters in there, it gives it that true RPG feel from the start, doesn't it? Which is it's just cool, you know.
Yeah,
I think people will enjoy that. The world looks beautiful. It looks intricate. It looks like they've spent some real effort to be delicate with the creation of this world, like to be faithful to Fable. Yeah, Fables of old, but also to modernize it.
Yep.
I love the fact that you get to kill Richard Ayoade at the start.
Yeah, I love the fact he's in it. Like, that is so random.
I know.
But that's wicked. I really enjoy him. But it shows that there is decisions to be made, because they said it's down to you to decide whether you kill him or not. And if you do kill him, then his corpse will lay on the hillside for the rest of the game and affect house pricing.
And how his sister thinks of you.
Yeah. So I wonder what happens if you keep him alive, because he's a giant. Will he like wreak havoc like on the world because he's massive? Yeah. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I wonder what goes on there. But hearing every single NPC and everything is voice acted. Yeah, that's cool, because I really hate on RPGs where if you follow the storyline, it's really immersive, it's really cool. You divert, go to a side quest, as the text is scrolling across. Yeah, and I'm like, oh, seriously, it's not like 1995 anymore. Like, that's what annoys me with Pokemon. It's like, just give me some voice acting. And that's what I liked about Fable all the way back in like 2001 or whenever it came out. You know, and I used to play that because there was like people talking to you, like, and when your morale like differed, you know, people would shout like, "Oh, it's him," or whatever, you know, or "Chicken Chaser" and all this kind of stuff. It felt lived in and alive, you know. So hearing that there's like shed loads of voice acting in this really excites me. I feel like it's going to be a very like alive world.
That's exactly the sentiment I took from it as well. It feels delicately made, it feels alive, it feels like what you do has real consequence in that world as well, which is just really cool. For an RPG, that's kind of what you want.
Yeah.
This is kind of what you want. I'm really excited for this. Coming in autumn this year, no defined date yet.
Yep.
Just everything crossed it doesn't get delayed again, because obviously it did get delayed before, didn't it?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
And I think the real big story in this is that it's coming to PlayStation at launch.
Yeah.
That's a huge deal. Xbox, PC, and PlayStation.
Yeah.
No Switch 2 as well.
No. I mean, I'd be surprised that PlayStation and Xbox can even run this, because, again, it's one of those that looks overly beautiful. It's going to be like a 30 FPS target, and it's probably going to dip below that until the next gen come out. So I'll be playing this on PC. You know, like, just
I think that's a safe bet.
Yeah.
It's it looks like it might be a system killer, because some of the landscapes and stuff they were showing, and some of the detail, how alive the world is, it's like, this looks beautiful and full on, but exciting nevertheless. Like, I don't know about you, but out of all of them, that's the one I was like, yeah, I'm looking forward to that coming.
Oh, this is like like Requiem, which comes out next month.
Yeah.
Like, this is like my most hyped for game of this year.
Yeah.
Like, absolutely is. Yeah, it was Prince Persia was up there, but Ubisoft kills dreams, so dream killers.
They did kill dreams.
Yeah. So Fable's my most hyped for game this year. That's like coming soon.
Yeah, it's very exciting. I'd love to know though, guys, what game you're most excited for coming this year, and out of any of these that happened in the developer direct, are you as hyped for Fable as we are, or maybe Game Freak is your thing and you want to see Beast of Reincarnation, or base building?
Yes.
Fallout 76, Forza Horizon 6.
Yeah. That's what that.
Let us know down in the comments down below. Whilst you're down there, please do like the video, subscribe for more handheld gaming content. And what else could they do, Andy?
Send more death threats to Ubisoft.
No, don't.
You can become a member and you get to chat to us on our Discord.
Yeah, I love it. And so until the next time,
bye. Have a nice day.